Welcome back at my channel. You may notice that I changed my background a bit. This is a plate drawn by Isings a long time ago, and the name of it is The Vikings at Dorestad, and this is going to be my new background for a while. Having said that, this is what the video is going to be about. I saw this nice little video of a woman being harassed by this mean man and then put in a place by this equally unfair police officer. This is going to be fun though, you just know it, won't you?
With no makeup on, which I would normally never allow anybody to see, but something really bad is going on. There is a cop car behind me here, as you can see. Well, it's actually in front of me. So what happened, I don't know if you remember, but I posted a picture of a house that had a bunch of Pence and Trump signs and a Hillary for prison sign, and I have to pass it every single day.
Oh, you poor dear. You have to pass the house of a Trump supporter every single day. That must be dreadful. Oh, and sorry for the opening of this video, but yeah, this is the best one I found.
And I was passing it today, just a little while ago, on my way to go pick up Ben from school, and there was a big, ugly redneck guy standing in the driveway, so I gave him the finger.
Yeah, that's how mature people behave. I disagree with you, therefore I give you the finger. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Which I'm allowed to do with my First Amendment freedom of speech rights.
Oh yeah, of course, you're a woman. You have every right to insult men. I mean, obviously.
And this motherfucker got in his car and chased me all the way down the block, down St. John's, down towards Ben's school. I haven't even been able to pick up Ben yet because this motherfucker has this one in this car with the fucking red flag, with the American flag.
First off, sorry for the quality of the original movie. Second off, this bastard with the American flag? Seriously? Having an American flag is now a negative thing?
Has been talking to him for like 15 minutes almost. He talked to me for about 2 seconds. I told him what happened. This guy has been taking pictures of my car. He got in his car to chase me, and he's been chasing me and taking pictures of my car for a while, and he's talking to this cop like he has the right to get in his car and chase me for simply expressing my freedom of speech, First Amendment rights. This is your Donald Trump supporter, America.
Yeah, because you see what's going on here. I mean, the police officer only talked to her for like a few seconds, but he's been talking to the guy for like 10 minutes or more, 15 minutes. Ooh, terrible. And this terrible human, this Donald Trump voter, he must be the worst. And all she did was insult him. But she didn't do it with words, even though if she would have done it with words, she had every right to because of freedom of speech. No, she flipped him the bird when he was standing in front of his house. What a bastard, standing in front of his house. Do you believe the misogyny of that guy?
This is your Donald Trump supporter who gets in his car and chases a 5-foot-tall, 102-pound woman, and the cop is talking to him for a really super long time. The cop took my license. He's talking to the guy. So there's the guy in his Audi, and on the side of his Audi is, the Trump Pence stickers, and he's taken photos of my car, including my license plate. So I'm gonna film him yelling at the cop, yelling at me. So I'm just gonna keep this going until the cop comes back and speaks to me and explains to me why he's not taking that guy in for chasing and harassing and threatening me and scaring me. He was driving so fast, super close, right behind my car. All I did was I rolled down my window, I gave him the finger, I said, "Back off, you fucking racist."
Yeah, what a bastard. I mean, first you flip him off, then he follows you, then you open your window and you flip him off again, and you tell him he's a racist and he needs to back off. Now I wonder why he would be angry with you, or whether he would be angry with you at all. Maybe he just follows you because he wants to give you a hand because, well, you stood up to him. Well done. Proud to be you.
And instead, he just keeps chasing me. So instead of going to pick up my son from school, because I did not want this fucker near my child's school, I turned around and followed a cop and honked my horn and flashed my lights until the cop pulled over. So that's where we are sitting here right now. This is what's going on. This redneck guy is still talking to the cop, and all I have done is expressed my freedom of speech, First Amendment right. All I did was this, and I'll continue to do this to every fucking Donald Trump supporter who decides they want to mess with me.
But my dear, don't you recognize that you're the one messing with them? You flipped them off. I mean, what are they doing? They're Trump supporters. Oh my God, they need to be, what, killed? Arrested? Why are you flipping off someone who has a political view other than your own? This is rather entitled of yours, don't you agree?
All I did was, I gave him the finger, which for me, if you know me, is super mild thing to do. But once he got in his car and he actually chased me, then that's when it becomes a legal problem. Hi, sir. We're recording this just because I'm on social media and I have a lot of followers, and that guy chased me and threatened me and scared me.
Okay. I guess that is very important to tell the police officer that you have lots of followers because you're an important woman. And, well, there's that.
How do you threaten him?
By driving his car super fast behind my car.
Yeah, this is just beautiful. How did he threaten you? By driving his car super fast behind my car. Well, he can't have gone faster than you then, could he? I'm just, pointing it out. Or did you mean he was driving very close to you? That could be something.
And honking his horn and coming after me and taking photos.
What do you mean coming after you?
He was standing on his driveway and then he jumped in his car specifically to chase me.
Okay, what did you do prior to that?
I did this.
Okay, so you...
Ooh, yes, sister, you just flipped him off. That's all you did. How could anyone think that's something that is bad? Obviously, this police officer totally agrees with you.
Which is freedom of speech. I said nothing. I did. Freedom of action. This is, okay, freedom of action. Protected by the Constitution, my freedom of speech to call him a racist, but I did not step on his property. I did not get out of my car.
Okay.
I didn't chase him or threaten him. I didn't do anything to him except express myself with my hand.
I might be stupid or anything, but I don't think that the freedom of speech is the same as the right to insult someone. Just putting it out there.
So when he started chasing me and he started and he started taking pictures of my car and my license plate, then I rolled down my window and I said, "Back off, you racist." Maybe I said the F word a few times, but
Okay.
it's freedom of speech. He does not have the right to chase me, harass me, scare me on my way to my son's school.
Which I've explained to him.
Okay.
I've explained to him that he's not allowed to follow you.
Thank you.
He is allowed to get your information, get your tags if he cares, if he does so much.
Well, and what would that do? Why would he get what would that do?
Because he's claiming that you're a public disturbance. And
I'm a public disturbance because I gave a man the finger.
Well, there is this thing that you might have the freedom of speech, but not the freedom to insult. And insulting people can be considered a nuisance. Yeah, I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I hope you can still hear what they are saying.
Can you give me
Yes,
a
sir.
second?
Go right ahead.
All right, so you understand that he lives in a school zone? I mean, you're driving through it, so you know that he lives in the school zone.
He doesn't live in the school zone.
I have his address right
He
here.
lives
So.
Okay, so?
Okay, so just he's complaining that basically you're using foul language, you're yelling, and that you're talking to other people that live around.
I'm not talking. I've never spoken to any of his neighbors, sir.
Can I talk for a second?
Yes, sir. I don't live in his neighborhood.
So I'm not saying that you do.
Okay.
I'm just telling you what he's reporting. Okay,
Okay, that's fine. But
so
he's lying.
What he's reporting tells me that you could be. I'm not saying you will be. I'm not saying you did this or didn't do this. The actions that he's explaining are around that can be considered a public disturbance, and you can be cited for it.
Okay, may I explain? There were no children around. It was not in front of the school. He does not live that close to the school that anyone was around. I did not pull into his driveway. I slowed my car down in the street. in front of where he lives. He happened to be standing there. I wasn't looking for him.
So, okay, so you admittedly stopped in front of his place of
I
residence.
slowed down when
you
I saw
saw
him.
language, is that correct?
No, I just gave him the finger at that
Okay,
time.
so
I
you
did not
obscene
speak. I did
gesture.
an obscene gesture, yes, because that's,
Okay.
that's a problem. That's a reason to jump in your car and chase somebody almost all the way to their child's
I'm
school.
just gonna let you know that if you stop in front of someone, I mean, he didn't really do anything to you, right?
Well,
Did you know him?
defensive.
You said you didn't know him.
No, I don't know him. I'm offended by the fact that he's a Hillary for prison sign, which is his First Amendment right, and that's fine. But it's my First Amendment right to voice my displeasure with it in the way that I did, which I did peacefully. This is not peaceful. This is absolutely not a peaceful way to respond to what I did. That's threatening. That's
so
chasing, and I could press charges against him for doing that. That's harassing behavior.
Okay, harassment means he's threatened you by conduct or voice.
Well, that's conduct. Chasing me
I told
quickly
him
behind my car.
I told him that he shouldn't be following you.
Uh-huh.
So
threatening-
breaking traffic laws is illegal, okay? Threatening to harm someone or property, that is illegal. That is called harassment, okay?
All right, but chasing me and being super close to the rear of my car,
Okay,
that's
so
not harassing?
actions that are causing violence or causing an argument to the point of violence, now you can be held liable.
All I did was give the guy the finger,
Okay,
and he
so
jumped in his
my-
car and took a
my
physical
question to you
response.
is, why would you even go out of your way to do that?
I didn't go out of my... I stopped my car because I saw him. Because I'm angry about this election, sir. Because people
why are
like
you
him
taking it out
are...
on him?
Because he was standing there. I gave him the finger. I said
So
nothing.
I mean, if you're doing that, what's to stop you from hitting someone?
Why would I? Because I am
If
a
you're letting
5
your
foot tall,
emotions get you-
104-pound
So
woman,
you're clearly
and I
letting
would
your
not...
emotions take the benefit of you. Why
What's
would you
wrong with
just,
that?
Just move on.
Yeah, you know, I gotta say, I have the utmost respect for this police officer. He's trying to stay the voice of reason. He's trying to stay cool, even though this woman is kind of constantly interrupting him, basically challenging him on everything he says, and basically trying to put all the blame on the guy. Because she got upset, because she is a Hillary supporter. Therefore, it must be his fault. Because if he wouldn't have had those signs, she would not be upset. But that she then stops to basically flip him the bird, yeah, no, that's perfectly normal behavior. There's nothing wrong with that. Because she's a small woman, so she's allowed to do that. Now, if she were a big burly man, yeah, that's a problem. But no, she's a small woman. Can you believe the hypocrisy in this one?
Move on.
I'm
There
telling
is
you,
a
I'm
racist,
giving-
xenophobic maniac running for president, and that guy is supporting him. And if I give him the finger,
I'm not going to get into a
that's a
political
peaceful...
argument with you.
I'm not
I don't
asking you
sit
to.
on one side or the
My
other.
point is that I silently protested something I did not agree with,
But you
and he
didn't
acted in
silently
a violent...
protest it. You went out
This
of your,
is a silent
you
protest.
went out of your way to cause visible action.
No, I didn't, because I did not think that he was going to get in his car and follow me. I didn't get out of my car. I didn't turn my car off.
So yeah, this little bit here is the most beautiful bit of it all. One, she's angry because he has a political view that isn't hers, and therefore she thinks he's a lesser human being than he is. And then she stopped and basically flipped him the bird, but she didn't start a fight. I mean, she's only a small woman, obviously, and she didn't get into her car chasing him. No, he got in his car chasing her, and all she did was flip him off. Now, unreasonable of this guy, isn't it?
If you want to give me my...
What you need to do is stay away from him. Don't drive by his residence anymore.
Well, I don't have a choice. I have to drive by his residence to get my son.
I'm going to tell you what. He's got cameras outside of his house.
That's because he knows he's a threat.
Listen, I'm just telling you.
Yeah?
If he decides to report in and has repeated incidences of you driving by his property and doing these obscene gestures, or worse yet, actually threatening someone or saying something.
I can't believe you're going to protect the guy who chased me.
Will you please let me talk?
Know this.
What I'm
know
telling
this.
you
Women are going to
is you
stop this.
cannot repeatedly go after someone because of your political
I
beliefs.
haven't
I'm telling you,
gone
you're in a very
after
gray
him.
area.
I gave him the finger one time.
Okay.
And if he's too much of a pussy to be able to accept that from a woman, that's his problem.
Here's your license.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
You can tell him if he ever does any threatening behavior again, I will press
I would recommend
charges.
that you just drive on next time, okay? You
know what?
Don't
it's
start
my
fights.
right as an American.
I agree that it's your right.
It's my right.
I also,
silently
for your
protested.
safety,
My
with the people
safety.
that are out there,
I see, because men have the right to threaten
no,
women.
I would recommend that you don't start fights.
See, this is what it boils down to. This brilliant piece of female needs to be explained by a police officer that if she thinks she's a small woman, then it's smart not to start fights. And you just know she's going to disagree with that.
I didn't start a fight. I
Okay,
gave a man a finger who was standing in his
which
driveway
is-
while
which
I
is
was
starting
driving
a
by.
fight.
See, she really doesn't want to see it that way. Her flipping off someone is not her starting a fight. That's just her responding to something she sees. That's not starting a fight. Starting a fight is being offended because someone flips you off. That's starting a fight.
Okay, that's starting a fight. I'm a shit starter. That's me. I'm moving on now. That's your police work there's your tax dollars at work right there. Okay? Men will always have the upper hand on a woman in this country until we elect a woman who shatters the glass ceiling. Okay? So that's what happened. I want everybody to share this with everybody that you can. I certainly will. That motherfucker, I'm not allowed to drive by his house because I gave him the finger. That's your GOP nominee. That's the fucking pussy who wants to run our country. We will not let this happen. Dublin, out.
Well, I'm going to do as you ask. I am going to share your video and I'm going to put a little comment on here and there. But I'm pretty sure you're not going to be happy with it because what your video shows, and I don't even have to say much, is that you're being an entitled bitch. Now, there have been worse ones. I mean, Zana Yoshi is a lot more entitled than you are when it comes to her behavior. But what the fuck? You flip someone the bird and then you're upset that they're upset for you doing that. But you have every right to flip him off because he supports someone you do not support. Therefore, he is wrong. Don't you see the stupidity? Don't you see the double standard you're portraying here? And then you complain about how the police officer is taking the side of the guy after he said that he told the guy that chasing you is a bad thing. He's not allowed to do that. But you're not allowed to start fights. And therefore, you're pissed. Because you're a woman. You should be allowed to start fights. How dare he tell you that you're not allowed to start fights? Because he is obviously wrong. He follows the wrong presidential campaign person. What was it? A shit sandwich and a douche, giant douche something. Yeah, there was a shit sandwich. A third sandwich and a giant douche. I'm sorry, but you're both in it. I don't understand you though. You go out of your way to insult. Well, no, you're not going out of your way. You have to go through that street anyway. But you did not have to stop. You did not have to flip the guy off. Disagree with him all you want. Vote for someone else. But don't demonize people. Don't make them look bad because you disagree with them. Don't insult them because you disagree with them. And then when you do insult them and they get angry with you, don't play the victim card. You're the one that started the fight. Don't start fights. The police officer was quite clear on that. Do not start fights. And you disagree. And you think Hillary is going to change something about that. I don't care much about politics, but I can tell you one thing. Hillary Clinton will probably still side with the police on this. For the simple reason that the officer was right. You were being an entitled bitch. Anyway, you're not going to see this movie anyway, so I'm not even sure why I keep spending so much time on telling you this. I'm going to stop. Everyone else that watched this, please share, like, subscribe, the usual bullshit. Feel free to criticize. I am most curious into what you think about my new background thingy. And I will see you all next time.